Dear viewer, good evening, and welcome to Current Issue. With me tonight, our friend, the community friend, our representative in Lansing, Clint Kesto. Clint, welcome again to MEA.
Thank you, Wally, for having me here today.
Thank you. Well, you present us honestly super well in Washington, in Lansing, and now you're looking forward to present us in Washington. And honestly, I'm talking about the Chaldean, but somebody from ethnic minority. He represents all the ethnic minority wherever he go, because we all have the same issue, if it's Latino or Arab or Asian and all that. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to have many ethnic minority representatives in Washington, so they could defend the issue that concern us. So tell me about your campaign. You are from 11th District. If you tell me how's the campaign, the city that 11th District have and all that.
Thank you. And yeah, it's an exciting time because as we have such a diverse area and a diverse state and a diverse country,
yes,
we have so many different populations and groups of people. And like you said, when I got elected in Lansing, the first Chaldean,
yes,
but I didn't just say I'm going to represent the 39th district or only the Chaldean people or only the people in my area, but everybody. I represented the Chaldeans everywhere in the state.
yes,
People beyond the 39th district, the Asian community, the Jewish community, the Armenian community, the Arabic community, the Indian community,
yes,
the Pakistani community. Wherever there was an ethnic minority community, they would reach out and I would respond. And now, even today, we need that representation in Washington.
absolutely, more than ever today.
More than ever.
Yes,
Because so many times we look, who do we have that is like us? Who do we have that is looks like us, talks like us, thinks like us?
yes,
But more importantly, will respond to us. That's what representation is.
yes.
And now is the time. You have to be in for representation, or this is the opportunity where that's going to be lost. So the area for Congress is the 11th District. It's currently where David Trott is the congressman,
Yes.
and he's deciding he doesn't want to run for re-election.
Okay.
And you have Canton and
Okay.
Plymouth, Livonia, Northville. You have Novi and Walled Lake and South Lyon and Lyon Township and Milford and Wolverine Lake and Wixom, White Lake, Commerce, some of West Bloomfield. You have Waterford and Troy and Birmingham and the city of Bloomfield Hills and Clawson. So
Wow,
it's a
so many
big
cities.
area.
So many
Big
cities,
area.
yeah.
And it's very diverse.
Yes,
And now is the time to really take a stand to say, we want representation. And I've done it. I've responded to the call in the 6 years I've been in Michigan House of Representatives, and I look forward to continuing that representation in Washington, D.C.
you sponsor a lot of resolution that affect the whole citizen of Michigan, honestly, and you were very successful and having good result in Lansing. Tell me what your mission is going to be in the Congress. What's the difference is going to be in a Congress than you were in Lansing?
Well, the issues are bigger, and we're going to be dealing with national issues as well as international issues.
Yes.
When you talk about immigration and border security,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we want and we need border security, but we also need to change our immigration plans. People are waiting without any answer. We need to make our system effective and efficient. People want to come here. They want to get jobs here. They want to work, and then they want to go back. We have to streamline those visas, those work visas. And we have to look at those people who want to come to the land of opportunity and become Americans. And we need to make sure that, yes, it's an efficient immigration policy. And what about other international issues? Issues like diplomacy with foreign lands, foreign countries. Making sure that, yes, America's strong and we have jobs here, but also that we're providing stability across the world. When you look at things that affect us every single day in terms of health care, we have to fix this problem. The costs are going up.
Absolutely.
And are we getting better health care? I don't know. But we need to make sure that we do have better health care, that the costs are competitive, that they're affordable. And then we have these two issues that affect each of us. whether directly or indirectly. It's the opioid abuse crisis that we're losing young men and women. They're dying because of overdoses because of this epidemic.
Yes.
And we have the issue of mental health, that we have this broken system and it's reactionary. We're always late to deal with that issue. Let's have a policy that has early intervention, that we're addressing the issues and that we're getting help for those that are battling with mental health issues, either as young adults, as juveniles, and even as adults.
Absolutely. One area you didn't touch is the road. We look at you now. We could come to you and get us the budget from the state to fix the road, for the opiate, for the health, for everything. Now it's much bigger. We look at you to get us the fund from the federal,
Absolutely.
which is the big money to fix the roads and all that. So it's much bigger pictures.
Infrastructure, the infrastructure,
Yes.
our roads, our bridges,
Yes.
our water pipes.
Yeah, especially in Michigan. I mean, so needed.
It's needed. It's needed everywhere, but just take a snapshot of Michigan.
Yes.
And you will see why we're desperate for this. And we have to make it a priority. We can't be doing all of these other things but not investing in our infrastructure. So let's find direct funding. Let's not have it be subject to people's idea of how much should be spent or how little should be spent. But let's just make it a direct line.
Yes.
It's on the fuel pumps. It's in our registration. That's how it is in Michigan. We could do the same thing for Washington. The money goes directly. If it goes up, great. If we need to put more, then we look at the general fund. But these are the things that we have to have as priorities. Our infrastructure, our health care, our national security, our immigration as reforms, major reforms, and making sure that we have jobs here.
Absolutely.
Yes, we have low unemployment, but why should we stop here? Let's keep that going.
Yes.
Let's invest in the skilled trades. Not everybody's going to get a doctorate degree or a master's degree, but we still need electricians and
Absolutely.
welders.
Yes.
We need carpenters. We need people to fix the roads, not just the architects and the engineers, but we need the actual laborers there. So we have to invest in our skilled trades and our vocational programs from the federal level, but also allow the states to be able to do that. And we have to bring the power back to the states. We look at Washington, it's so far away, hundreds of miles, our representatives are there. But if we gave some of the power to the states, then everybody can go to their state legislator,
Yes.
state budget, and say, oh, there's money here from the federal government, but we have an opportunity to spend it how we would like.
Mhm. And honestly, that's becoming, especially with the Republican administration in Washington, is becoming more and more that they give in to the state and let the state decide because they know much better than the federal government how to spend it here. You said about immigration, and this is something that related to millions of people, and we our immigration system is broke, and it needs, and more people like immigrant or coming from immigrant parents or grandparents, they feel that and they want to do something. So what do you have in mind about immigration?
Our technology is really great right now.
Yes.
Let's use that so that we can do the background checks, we can do the vetting, but also we can expedite the process. So often people are waiting and waiting and waiting, and where do they go and have they heard anything yet? There's a company that wants employees, but it takes them 6 months or a year to get these employees. That's not how a good system works. A good system could be able to figure out whether or not that person will qualify. It'll be safe for that person to come here, and that person has
Add
a
more to
job
the
and
economy.
reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these things need to be streamlined so that they can be effective, because we want those highly skilled people here.
One area that, especially from the Middle East, you know, with the situation in the Middle East, a lot of people, they want to come here through investment visa, invest $500,000 or 200,000, and those they are, you know, added to the economy, and they have a problem because of the immigration, either watch list or a lot of taking a lot of time. That's very important, for people with the that they want to come and invest and add to the economy.
Well, it is. Yet we still have to be cognizant about who's coming here, because we have to put our safety and security,
Of course,
your
that
family's
comes
safety and
first,
security first.
Yeah.
Then we have to look at what is this person coming going to be able to contribute. Maybe it's investment, maybe it's their work, maybe it's their intelligence. And then we have to figure out how we can get them here in a safe and secure manner.
Yes.
But like we said, if it takes forever, if they don't know where their application is in the process, then are we really being the most effective? And the answer is no. So let's fix that. Let's change the plan. Let's invest in the structure, the technology to make it effective. And then let's then have that national security and tell people, look, you can't come in illegally. You can't come in like this or like that. Here's a system, though,
Go through
that
the system.
works.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. One thing is going to change for you in Lansing you didn't have is the getting involved in the international relation. And it's so important to the whole Middle Eastern community, if it's Iraq or Syria or Lebanon or Egypt, to have a voice in Congress that defend the right issue. We know there is a lot of bad issue there, but there is the right issue, and defend the civil right of the people that under bad regimes. You to be in Congress is going to be our voice, and of course you're going to work with the rest of the Middle Eastern or other ethnic minority part of the Congress for this issue. So can you tell us more about it?
Well, I'm the son of immigrants, and I'm the first one to be elected in Michigan legislature from the Chaldean community. Once that happened, those people on the inside were now able to understand culturally our nuances.
The suffering of the ethnic minorities in Iraq and Lebanon and
the suffering
Egypt.
of the people.
Yes.
The cultural nuances.
Yes.
The hard work and passion and family values.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once that happens, they get an idea to say, wait, this community is such an asset that we should help the community. Let's take that, what we did here in Michigan, and take it to Washington. And have now those 435 congressmen, 100 senators, have an understanding about the cultural nuances, the family values, the hard work, the passion that we have, the love that we have for the United States of America as Americans, immigrants, yes, but as Americans. And also to show them there are people across the world that are suffering.
Yes.
And it's our job as Americans, as the United States of America, to make sure that we have peace, safety, freedom, and democracy throughout the world.
Yes.
And have them be able to have that liberty in their own country so that they can say, we were helped, not hurt by the United States. But we need representation. You need somebody who comes from that cultural background,
True.
who's able to then explain to the rest, these are the issues that the people are dealing with, whether it's in the Middle East or otherwise.
And especially now, we have a very weak lobbyist. If it's a Chaldean, if it's the Arab, Lebanese, and all, very weak lobbyists. And to have somebody like you in Congress, that's going to help a lot.
It's always better to lobby from the inside than from the outside.
Yes.
And when you have one of your own on the inside, it's a lot more effective. It's a lot more effective than sitting at the table explaining something. Now you have somebody on the inside relaying that information to the congressional leadership.
Yes. Tell me, how is the campaign going? Are you reaching the whole Middle Eastern community? Because when you count all those cities, I imagine there is a lot of Middle Eastern community, from the Chaldean to the Lebanese to the Jordanian, Palestinian, Egyptian, living in that.
Yes.
Okay. How you integrate with all of them? Are you reaching them? Do you have those in your volunteer, in your campaign? Tell us more, because I seen a lot in that area.
We have so many doors to go and hit, and we're going to the doors. My volunteers will be out there. So if you're listening and watching and you're in that area, you may see one of us come to your door. And we're also going to the religious institutions, the churches, and wherever it might be. Then there are the community gatherings.
Yes.
Festivals, because it's summertime now.
Mm-hmm. Our festival is coming in July.
Yours is coming as well. So we're going to these places, and we're making sure, one, make sure you get registered to vote.
Yeah.
If there's one thing about the United States of America, it's your ability
Yes.
to vote. Two, if you can't make it to the poll, the election is August 7th, ask for an absentee ballot. So we have my volunteers out there making sure that people, if they want, can have an absentee ballot. And then we're going to the various community leaders. In the Arabic community, in the Chaldean community, the Armenian community, the Indian community, the Pakistani community, the Chinese community, and Asian communities, to say, I'm here as a resource, and I need your help.
Great.
And I need your help, and I need your people's help, and I need the votes. And we're going to win. We're going to win this race. So get on that.
How's
the
your
winning
social
team.
media? Tell me.
We're on social media, Clint Kesto for Congress on Facebook.
Okay.
We're on Instagram. Clint Kesto is on Instagram and Twitter. We're doing great. We have a great vendor that's assisting with all of our outreach, and we're looking to target the people in the district, and as well as by ethnicity, by community, by what pages they have liked. So if they liked MEA, we're going to try to reach them.
Absolutely.
And so look for those things. Like our page if you see it.
Yes.
But we're having a strong campaign on the ground,
Yes.
a strong campaign on social media. We're going to have a strong campaign with the signs, because so many business leaders say, put your sign in front of my business.
Great.
And then we're going to be on, hopefully on TV and radio
Absolutely.
very soon.
Absolutely. Do you have, for example, on your social media, if somebody want to donate? Do
Our
you have
website
that?
is clintkesto.com,
Clint, okay.
and there's a donate button. There's
Okay.
also going to be a spot for registration and for
Great.
to request an absentee ballot. And also, if you want to sign in your lawn, all those things will be there.
Great. Well, honestly, having somebody like you representing the whole Middle Eastern American community and from ethnic background that understand the ethnic minorities. And yes, I look at Michigan as a multi-part of all ethnic minority, and same as our nation. Give me a message from you to the Middle East, the whole Middle Eastern community. What do you need from them, and what's the best that affect your campaign?
Well, first off, I want to thank you. Thank you,
Pleasure.
and thanks to everyone who's listening and watching. And we have to look at our country and say, do we want representation or not? The answer should always be yes. I'm here to tell you, I'm Clint Kesto. I'm currently a state representative in Michigan, and I've provided that representation. Now it's time to go to Washington and provide that representation to everyone that comes from an ethnic minority population, but also those in the state of Michigan and everywhere in the country. And we're going to need your help, though. I can't do this alone, but I want to represent you, and I'll do the best job. You can get a ballot, vote, register. August 7th is the election. Get an absentee ballot if you can't make it. If you'd like a sign in your lawn and you live in the 11th District, please go on my website at clintkesto.com. And if you'd love to invest in our campaign, please hit the donate button. We're going to win, and I look forward to being your next congressman.
Well, good luck, Clint, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be represent us super well in Congress the same way that you represent us in Michigan. So good luck for your campaign.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear viewer, that was my interview with Clint Kesto. He's been our state representative in Lansing for 6 years.
6 years.
For 6 years, and he did a great job. And now we want to put him in Congress. And Congress is completely different ballgame. A lot of time we complain about the policies of Washington, but we have to do something about it. And getting somebody like a Clint in Congress, he could make the difference. And we have to add more and more. So it's very important campaign. We have somebody representing not just the Chaldean, the whole Middle Eastern, a lot of issue that we need to tackle from Congress. Yes, the state, we're doing good and everything, but we need Washington. And today I see chaos in Washington, and have somebody like Clint in Washington could make the difference to us. So please, on August 7 is the primary. Go and vote in 11th District, and he mentioned the city, and vote Clint Kesto. Thanks for watching, and good night.